Hello everyone and welcome back to the garage. You're watching RC Fun and Games and I am Ryan. And today we are going to continue customizing the awesome Traxxas Trx4M Defender. We have got a whole bunch of the metal panels to go onto the body. So let me show you what we have got so we can get stuck straight in fitting them. Now we have got the side hood panels with the vents. We have the rear panel above the rear door. We have the two side vents, again the same as the first packet, but I'm going to be doing a bit of a mix, so that's going to be an interesting one. We also have the hood panel, and we've also got these little strips with the back quarter panels, so I believe they go on the bottom of the door and in the back of a yeah. So I'm going to have quite a few stickers I'm going to have to remove off the rig again, and it's really sad because I love my stickers. I don't even want to get rid of this one on the hood. It's one of my favorite stickers, and yes, it's a bit sad that I've got to remove some of them. But you know what, there'll be plenty left, so I'm not that bothered. And I'm not going to bore you guys doing it on camera. I'm going to get rid of the stickers. I'll be right back so we can get these panels fitted. Okay, so let's start with this packet with the side panels and the rear quarter panels. Let's have a look at these pieces. As you can see, like always, amazing detail and looks just like the real stuff. They've also provided the double-sided tape pre-cut, which makes it a lot easier. Of course, they provide the hardware needed, and as you can see, the detail is just outstanding. They even have a little DJ up there just to finish it off. Okay, as you can all see with this bottom panel, if I put it over there with the sticky tape, it's going to be covering the bottom line of the doors. So this, in my opinion, needs to slide down besides this plastic for it to give it the right look. Now, I don't think once I've put this double-sided tape, I'm going to be able to push it down there. So I would say the plastic would hold it in place. So that's how I'm going to fit these. I'm going to try and wedge them down there nicely and see if I can actually get them to stay by being stuck by the plastic. Okay, and as you can see, I couldn't do it on camera because it was very hard to be able to pull it down and wedge it in. But basically, I just fed it in one corner and then started pulling this down and wedging it in. That is not going to be coming out of there, and it sits just below the door line the way it's supposed to. So I'm quite happy with that finish off. I also stuck the other one on the other side in quickly, but as you can see, that's much better than having it sit above the door line. Now we'll see with time if they work their way out. If they do, I'll probably just touch a little bit of super glue or something just to keep them in place. But I definitely don't recommend putting this double-sided tape, and if you are going to put the double-sided tape and run it up there, you're going to close the bottom line of your door. I know it doesn't mean anything, it's only a toy car, but for that final realistic look, I think that looks better. Okay, so now we're going to grab our rear quarter panel and we are going to be sticking that over there. And then we're going to need to make the holes. So let's grab our double-sided tape so we can get it stuck down. All I'm going to do is remove the overlayer and I'm going to stick this down to where they've already pre-cut it. And this is a very precise pre-cut. I'm really happy with this one. Now let's just hope it comes out with the tape. Oh yes, worked like a dream. Look at that. Okay, as we can see, that looks really nice. That was easy to fit. Okay, so I might as well glue this panel on as well, and then we'll fit the screws. Okay, for those of you that watched the Bronco upgrade video knows that I used a needle with a lighter to be able to make the holes so I could fit the hardware. Now, one of my followers suggested to use a soldering iron, which is normally what I would use, but I couldn't find my soldering iron. And in this video, I am going to use my soldering iron. I found it, so we're going to use this one to make the holes. Hopefully this will make life a lot easier than having to sit there with a lighter. So I always appreciate information like that. So if there's anything you guys see that I can improve on, please share the information. It's very helpful. Okay, and as you can see, that does a great job at making the holes. Now just make sure you don't leave this thing to burn something. Okay, so let's grab our hardware and let's get some screwed in. Now, depending on what you prefer, you can do it with the soldering iron or you can do it with the needle, but at the end of the day, they both do the same result. And personally, I still think it's easier to do it with a lighter and a needle, because the soldering iron, you end up making little mistakes. I just touched it over here when I pierced the hole, which, yeah, there's nothing I can do about that now. So that's something to take in consideration. When working with the soldering iron, you've got more risk of catching something on the body and actually damaging it. So personally, I still recommend the needle with the lighter. Okay, so now that we finished off those two panels, I say we move it around to the back here. We move my rope up. And we're gonna have to take off these stickers here so I can put the panel across the top here. Okay, so let's grab that panel and let's get it open so long. Okay, and once again, it's got that nice metal sheet finish off, and it's basically just gonna sit up here on top. Okay, I took my stickers off, I cleaned the surface with a bit of alcohol, and now I am gonna grab double-sided tape. I'm gonna pull out this, wait, not being well cut. Okay, so I've ended up putting some little strips. The ones I didn't use from there is what I put on the back here, because the other one wasn't cut right. And now all we have to do is get this lined up and stuck down up here. So. Okay, I got it on and it's there, but I am really not happy with the overall cut of this panel. You can see it's got little gaps on either side here, and the tips were shooting past the side. I had to head outside with the Dremel and just grind off the tips. If I didn't grind it, it would have been sitting 1.5 millimeters past each side of the roof, which I must say that's a really bad cut. So I will let them know in the reviews on AliExpress that that panel is not good. But with a little bit of fine touches, you can get it to sit quite nicely on the back of the Defender anyway. But I'm definitely not impressed, especially not the price you're paying for these panels. Anyway, now that we've got the back one on, I say it's time we move on to the hood. Let's grab this packet over here. Let's get this one out. I hope that this double-sided tape is pre-cut better than the last one, because it makes this small little job a real nightmare. Now, here's the hardware again needed to screw this one down. Okay, so let's have a look at the panel, and once again it looks pretty cool. We are gonna have to do our own bends, and it also takes 8 screws. So if you look on top here, you got DJ Crawler. It's got some nice definition to it, and definitely another awesome accessory to put onto the rig. I feel really sad to remove that sticker. I really like that sticker, but you know what? It will stay here in the garage. Okay, and as you can see, that went down quite nicely. You do have to work from the front to the back and make sure you try and bend the angles a bit as you screw the screws down to try and get it all to sit right. But you know what, it ended up quite good. I'm quite happy with that look. Now, I do think I'm gonna have to remove these to fit the next ones, so let's see what we get. Okay, so let's grab these panels first. Okay, we get our double-sided tape pre-cut as well. We get the panels, as you can see, and these are the vents I'm probably not going to use. We then get all the hardware once again. Now, I'm going to open this packet as well, so we can see what this looks like and if they can actually work together. Okay, so these are the vents that I want to use instead of the other vents, because I think they'll look nicer on the top of the truck. So let's see if those will work with the others. And then, of course, we've got these. Now, these do look really nice. I love the way these have been made. They already got the curve, they got everything you need to sit on there, and it actually looks quite nice. I wonder if I shouldn't do it all in black. And then we've got these over here, so let's try and break one of these out. Okay, now that we've got one of these out, I just want to check that this will sit on here fine. Okay, it even matches up with the holes, so that would work. I'm very indecisive which one to go for. I do like the detail and finish off of the black one, but then do I want it all in chrome around the whole truck, or should I go for the black with the black vents? Okay, before I decide on that, let's get these cables off so I can see exactly how it's gonna sit. Okay, so I've decided I am going to go for the stainless steel with the black vents. So let's get the double-sided tape on these, let's get them stuck down. And if you want to know the reason, I love the design of these. I like the way they've been made. The steel is also a little bit harder than that, but they are made to the full length, both sides. If you pay attention, this one has been made a little bit shorter, allowing for that snorkel on the truck. So for me not to go through a lot of effort, I will leave these ones. I can always use them on another Defender, and they look cool anyway, so I'll save those for another build. Okay, so let's grab our double-sided tape and let's get these stuck down. And there's always another way to make your holes, which is just get yourself a really thin drill bit. This is 1mm drill bit, and it does the job perfectly and so easily. Out of all three methods, I still recommend a nice little drill bit. It makes all the difference. Okay, and as you can see, it's gone together really nicely. The drill bit, I had to use it because the holes of these vents didn't quite line up with the holes from the stainless steel plates, but that wasn't an issue. As you can see, it's got a nice finish off and I'm really happy with the end result. Now, after trying all three methods of making the holes, I still think that drilling them is the easiest way. So just pick yourself up a couple of 1mm drill bits that are good quality. Don't use the ones that are provided because they're just going to snap on you and cause you troubles. Just buy a decent little 1mm drill bit for doing these kind of jobs. I only use the needle with the lighter because I didn't have a drill bit at home. But since I went past the hardware store quickly, I picked one up. Now, we've got all this installed. I believe we've got everything that we wanted to install in this video is installed. I'm still going to have to go and grab my drill bit quickly and drill the holes for these to sit back where they are supposed to be. Okay, as you can see, I've got it all back together and it looks awesome. So let's just get this body back on here. Okay, so we are finally finished installing all the panels onto the truck, and what a different look it gave the truck. Now, in between the two videos, I also painted up the tires and the letters on the back of the mud flaps, which really give it an awesome look. Now, that hood, I think that looks really awesome, especially with those black vents and everything. It finished off this truck looking really, really cool. Now, there's a couple more things that I've got on the way. We've got some mirrors, we've got the side panels, and I already have in stock all the grills for the windows right around the truck. So we'll be installing those on the next video. But until then, I'm going to leave you guys with some running footage on the backyard course. And if you enjoyed this content, please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And if you don't want to miss any of our latest content, smash that bell. None of it costs anything, and it really helps get this content out there to more RC enthusiasts like us. So for now, all I've got left to say is happy trails, and I'll catch you all on the next one.